Hello, welcome to Rambling About Movies video. With the recent news from Marvel about their Phase 3, um, I thought it's be an interesting topic to talk about. But before I can talk about that specific topic, I should talk a little bit about Guardian of the Galaxy because I think it ties into Phase 3 in many ways. First off, I enjoyed the movie. I think the best word that I can describe Guardian of the Galaxy is fun. I had a good time at the movie. I'm not gonna give away any. Well, most likely I will give away some spoilers. So for those that haven't seen the movie, some part of the movie will be spoiled in order to ties into this topic as far as Phase 3 and what's going on with future Marvel movies. Okay, so sorry if you can't go further. As far as Guardian of the Galaxy, when they announced the movie, I was like, I was indifferent. I was not very familiar with the cast as well as the team members and the storyline, all that stuff. But I definitely want to go see it, and I did see it, and I left the movie theater pleased. I give it, a 3.5 out of 5 star. Okay, so overall, I enjoyed it. I think the best part about that movie is the team dynamic. A lot of fun, uh, a lot of fun interaction and dialogue between all the team members. The one thing that I didn't like about the movie and why I didn't give it a higher grading um, would be the ending where I could be wrong, but I believe Ronan was killed. I have always had a problem with superhero movies where the villain was cast out fairly quickly. Um, it's just part of me wish there was more to Ronan. If there was any weakness to the movie, I thought Ronan was the weakest part. For some reason, I wanted more and expected more from Ronan, the accuser. And his death, assuming that he died, was a weak point of the movie. I personally didn't think that they should have killed him off. When I left the movie theater, that was my feeling. And right after the big announcement of Phase 3, I really then feel that they should not have killed Ronan, more so because of the Inhumans. Um, the Kree Empire have a big part in the creation of the Inhumans as well as Captain Marvel. Okay, now assuming they are going with the existing origin and storyline that we had, so if that's the case, if the Kree is an integral part of the Inhumans as well as Captain Marvel, then Ronan should have been around as a key component of that storyline as it was in the comics. So, um, I'm not sure how or what Marvel is planning to do with the origin of the Inhumans or even Captain Marvel. I'm assuming that they're gonna go with the cosmic origin. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. These days with the movies, the origins are revised, rewritten, reimagined. So I'm not sure what's gonna be. We still talk about 3-4 years away. So it's too early to even know what Marvel plan is. But assuming that they are going with the cosmic route and has some kind of ties in with the Kree Empire, the Kree race, as far as the origin of the Inhumans. And I think killing Ronan was too early. I was very surprised at the death of Ronan because I thought Lee Pace, the actor, is quite good enough that he would have taken a role much bigger, much long lasting than a very brief appearances in the movie. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't die in the movie, not yet. I don't know. But back to, so now we segue into phase 3. I don't think any of the I'm sure many of you has seen the video of the announcement, right? Where people use their smartphone and shoot the video with Kevin Feige, get on stage and show, and there was a whole lot of hoopla. All the fanboy went crazy and they went nuts. And personally, I think it's cool, but at the same time, I think if I was in the audience, I wouldn't be going ah. I am a comic book fan, a comic book geek, whatever you want to call it, but certainly, I don't find that to be that much enthusiastic for the announcement, because I think a lot of what was announced was already been talked about for years. Doctor Strange, not news. Black Panther, not news. The only one that was news was maybe the Inhuman. There was some chatter, but the Inhuman was the least discussed part of the announcement, right? We all talk about Captain Marvel, because really, when you look at the list of Marvel movies or Marvel characters, what other female characters out there that can carry the weight, right? Black Widow, Spider-Woman. There have been chatters about Spider-Woman also for a long time, but I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't want to see Spider-Woman on the screen unless they reboot, revise, and reinvent her origin altogether. Because I'm not a big fan of the origin in the comic books. So, I am excited about the Inhuman for sure, because I have always been a big fan of the Inhuman, being a fan of the Fantastic Four. One cannot help but enjoy the Inhuman, one of Jack Kirby's great creation in the 60s. Amazing span of time where Jack came out with the Inhuman, and then right after that you had Galactus and Silver Surfer. You're talking about a 6-month span of perhaps Jack's best 6 months in any given time frame. It's mind-boggle the greatness that he created with Stan in that short time frame. But I'm definitely excited about all the announcement. In all honesty, I look forward to Black Panther. I think that would be very cool to see the Black Panther on the big screen. I am equally excited about Doctor Strange as well as Captain Marvel. The only one that I worry a little bit from the very beginning, even before this big announcement, is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is going to be a very difficult movie, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, I hope I'm wrong, because part of the success of, I think, many of the Marvel superhero movies so far is that it contains characters that are action oriented. You have a lot of action, punching, shooting, explosion, all that stuff. A lot of the mindless stuff, action that many people enjoy. I enjoy it too, but there are a bigger segment of the audience out there that couldn't care less about the story, the acting. They just want to see explosion, okay, and punching and action. But with Doctor Strange, you're not gonna have much of that, and I think it's gonna be a very different kind of Marvel superhero movie because it's not gonna have, I don't think, the kind of action that we are used to in all the other movies. It's gonna be a challenge. If there is any movie that I would say will give Marvel and any directors the biggest challenge is Doctor Strange. Doesn't matter I couldn't care less really at this point who the actor is or who the director is, because on a grand scheme, I think it's just something very different that I'm not sure the typical fanboy from Marvel that go see the movie will enjoy. I mean, Doctor Strange has struggled in comic books since his creation. He was never popular enough to be able to sustain a long run because he's just not the same kind of sucker to them kind of superhero that most comic readers want back in the 60s and even 70s or 80s, and I think today the movie audience are so used to the eye candy action that Marvel and Disney Studio have given them that I'm not sure how um, Doctor Strange would translate on the big screen. I'm rooting for it to succeed, but I'm very curious on the direction of or how they will tell the story on the big screen to make it um, fun for the average moviegoer. Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue on how to make a Doctor Strange movie that would appeal to the mass. That's the challenge. Anyhow, that's just my quick thoughts on Marvel Phase 3, and let me know what movie you are most looking forward to and what you think will be a tough challenge. For me, I look forward to the Inhuman movie the most, and I think Doctor Strange will be the biggest challenge, more so than Captain Marvel, where everyone is so scared about female lead superheroes. I think that would be just fine. I don't think they will have a problem with Captain Marvel. But that's it. Thanks for watching.